Hey everyone, this is a spontaneous video, probably more for me than for you. I just had one of those days today where, that we start building, the tension starts building, the pressure starts getting bigger, riding these waves of transformation, or as I was talking to a client yesterday, the roller coaster of transformation. So I want to just be really transparent and tell you I'm in the water with you. I mean, my goodness. And I just want to sort of describe what happened for me today. And as I kind of reviewed what happened, where I was at, and just I call it meeting ourselves where we are to facilitate ourselves. I just want to kind of let you into my world a little bit today, which is a little bit vulnerable because there's that sense of, well, I'm the practitioner and I'm the soul guide, right? But I want to tell you, pretty much every practitioner I know, wellness coaches, therapists, hypnotherapists, transformational coaches, soul coaches, all of us are human, and as such we're having our own experience. Even though we may have tools, we may have gone through many trainings and practices, and have just a well of wisdom that we don't always offer to ourselves. So yeah, we're human too. So I want to tell you a little bit about what happened to me on this day as I was preparing one of my new online courses. I could feel the pressure building and building, and in that pressure building, all of my stuff surfacing. The who do you think you are? Who cares? Nobody wants to come and take another class with you. Nobody's signing up. You only have one person signed up. Who are you doing this for? All that stuff, right? It just started to rise. And then I could feel the tension in my body, just real tension. And this part I wanted to share for those of you who are empathic or highly sensitive like myself. When the weather is nicer, it's a little rainy today, but this time of the year, let's say, springtime, there's always outside noise, lawnmowers, saws buzzing about. There's somebody out, neighbor next door doing something with a saw. Well, I'm trying to focus on my work and I'm hearing that buzzing and I'm feeling really irritated. Anybody? Just me? So yeah, I'm laughing now because what happened was I got so irritated and so overwhelmed is the key word I wanted to talk about. Following this cycle of transformation, we're going to hit these places. I mean, it's natural and normal because I think that this external pressure with what's going on in the world with the virus, everything being, we're all out of our comfort zones, our natural routines, and, we're displaced from our life. So displaced from our life means that we're in that liminal space where we're yet to become, and we're still kind of in the in-between worlds, right? Who we were, who we might be becoming, in the middle of the chaos of transformation. So I was trying to stay connected and tracking with myself, but there I was feeling the rise of pressure building, tension, frustration. And I thought, why am I doing this class? Who is this for? Which is always a good question. What's the intention of what you're doing? But that really wasn't the question I needed to ask. I needed to ask, where did I disconnect from myself? Where did I not take care of myself before I started the process of working in order to serve others? This classic place that I'm exploring right now, attempting to write a book about it, have this stepping over ourselves to serve others. So I was in that space. I hadn't stopped to check in with what I needed. I didn't meditate this morning in the way that I'd like to. I did a quick check-in of my dreams this morning, a little bit of intention setting, but not quite enough, because when we don't set a solid intention, we're going to find ourselves in tension. But that little phrase came to me in a meditation once, and it makes me laugh even now. When we don't set intention, we're going to be in tension. When we miss our appointments with ourselves, connecting with with what we need, supporting and serving ourselves, we're gonna be disappointed or frustrated or even more irritable. That said, irritability, frustration, tension, all that, it is part of transformation, but it's just catching yourself, meeting yourself where you are, and sitting with, what does this mean for me, and what do I need? That vital question: what do I need? What do I need? What do I need? So I took myself for a bike ride, which was really great. That helped me move some of that energy. It helped me revisit where I had gone unconscious, when we're not consciously connected to ourself, in a really compassionate, present way. We can easily default into those old patterns, no matter how much work we've done. My old pattern is people pleasing. My old pattern is self-doubt. My old pattern is not good enough. My old pattern, I can keep going. I think you've got enough. You got the idea. What are your old patterns, and are you noticing yourself defaulting in them by being tipped over by so much going on in the world? Not only in the external world and the collective world, but in your world around you, the things that you need to do. I started to do that too. My to-do list started to run through my mind while I was trying to focus on my class. That's supposed to start on Saturday. So overwhelm, tipping point, irritability, all that, all of that perfect storm. I was in it. Yep, I was in it today. Anybody else? Sometimes this is just one of the places on the path of transformation, and it's completely okay if we can be okay with it, if we can get to acceptance, if we can get to this place of even laughing at ourselves. I said this to a friend the other day. I said, if we don't learn to laugh at ourselves, we're going to miss great opportunities to laugh a lot, because we are really silly humans, aren't we? If we could see ourselves and witness ourselves like that. But the point of this quick talk, is it quick? I don't know. I'm kind of rambling. 7 minutes now. Okay. The point of this quick check-in talk is to just say, hey, we're all in this together, and we're going to be in various phases of this time of transformation. Irritability is normal and natural. I was thinking about on my bike ride, what else is this irritability connected to? It was connected to something in me that has been part of my journey, but I think we're all collectively feeling this too, which is limitation. Our past beliefs, our old negative beliefs and programming is connected to limitation because it's connected to our conditioned self. Our conditioned self had to limit, had to push down our true self, our true nature, in order to fit in, to feel safe, to feel loved, to get those, basic belonging needs met. Well, now we're limited in a way. We can interpret this any way we want to. We can reframe, which is one of my favorite things to do. But we're asked to stay at home, to shelter in place. Well, we can lean into it like I'm trying to do. I'm calling it sheltering in peace, or my class that I'm working on, this course is called Shelter in Soul. I'm trying to lean into this as an opportunity to be present to my soul, to unfold what wants to emerge through me, and anyone else who wants to take this little journey with me. But it is a limitation in a sense, isn't it? For me personally, I have some health issues that is preventing me from going to the store. Well, at least my husband's asking me to take really extra good care right now. So I personally am not going into stores and shopping for myself. I have someone do that for me, which is really challenging, especially being someone who's the one that tries to help others, receiving help, but not being able to go where I want to go, do what I want to do. We're all in this, right? I know many of you talk about this. I see it on Facebook. I hear it from my clients, wanting to experience something that you just can't experience right now. Frustrating, limiting, right? So that limitation presses down on where we're already feeling limited, or where we have felt limited in the past. And again, everything is purposeful. This pushing down on that, what happens? That pressure pushes down. Eventually, it's going to come up. Now, it could be like a volcano eruption of anger and frustration. And I was on the verge of that earlier. Or it could just be that gentle rising, or not so gentle intensity building. But the point is, when you notice it, to pause and ask, what do I need? What do I need? And then be willing, like you're being present to a dear friend, a child that you love, anyone that you care about. That same energy we can access when we're in our open heart with compassion for ourselves. Not only what do I need, but what am I willing to offer myself or do for myself right now in order to help me regulate, to get back to a place that feels supportive. What do I need? And what am I willing to do to meet that need in a healthy way? This is where I have to say, it's okay to balance and be gentle with ourselves. Sometimes the balance is not so balanced. We might want to go binge on our favorite show, or maybe drink a little bit more or eat a little bit more. What do I need, and how do I meet that need in a healthy way? Here's my simple tool I share with my clients to meet that need in a way that helps you, not hurts you. That's probably the best way to say that. Okay, that's all I wanted to say right now. Yep, we're on a roller coaster ride of transformation. As I said to someone yesterday, well, it's okay being on the roller coaster. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. Just make sure your butt's in the seat and you've got your seatbelt fastened in and you're willing to ride it and be with it and even find those moments of joy and surrender, letting go. And then sometimes bracing and holding on to just get through, just get through that moment that you're in that's challenging until you can surface again. I think of just getting through as like river rafting. If any of you have ever gone river rafting, and there's a phrase they call suck rubber when you're going through the heavy rapids or the higher level rapids, and you just put your head down and you just hold on and you just get through. Well, there are moments like that in transformation too, but when you get to the smooth waters, that's a time to pop your head up, to further assess what you need to restore, replenish, and renew, fill up that well for the next cycle. And this is transformation. There will be a next cycle. Just get your surfboard out or figure out how to be with what is in that moment, and you'll be okay. Better than okay. You'll grow through it. All right, that's all I have for right now. I just had an honest share. I'm on the other side of that irritability and that frustration, but just know, natural and normal. Do the best you can to support yourself right where you are. Do the best that you can to assess your needs, and do the best that you can to take action in getting your need met in a healthy way. All right. Until next time, take good care, stay well, reach for support if you need it. Be happy to be a support person on your journey. You can email me at soulvisioning@gmail.com or at my website, sacredsoulvision.com. I'm also on Facebook, Sacred Soul Vision, with Victoria Jaswick is my page, or here on YouTube. All right, take care until next time.